It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Bengals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Flushed out right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Burrow will throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You talk about this Rams defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't
let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mixon running right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, it's 13-6. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. on third down. Bennett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. A good pickup there at 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. This is Mixon on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a 1st down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs yards before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bennett. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Bennett. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman
These two
has our
teams making their final
Sports
adjustments
halftime
for the
report.
second half.
Coach.
And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Now he's free to midfield. And they will finally get him down as he's on the way to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A good pick up there on 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On third down, Mixon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll give it to Mixon. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Nassib shooting in and taking him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Third and goal. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on third and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Going right back to Akers. There he goes left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. A try here for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game,
here we go.
It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
104 yards rushing for him now to this point. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Bennett. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He's got room at the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Steps away to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. John Johnson with the INT. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's up to the 20. Big strides, look at him go. The race is on. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins, 99 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Now he's free at the 35. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They'll run on first down with Akers. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt.
Block that field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Rams, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
When my scope like Richard Branson, since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah,
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shift, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin' then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime, we on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak, no one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are flying high. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch a feeling
feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the finish, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the finish, I'm a diamond and to rough. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fat song. Pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running up. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all locked in. I drop with the whole world spin. Pop when I do like this. It's the big black dog.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the gloves. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop African, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cut my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got it swerve and is missing every raindrop. Hit 'em with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that it's off. Deep dive and get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
MC, Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I